the Kentucky Wildcats, and Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Tigers' offense is on the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
LSU right back to the line. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback adapted. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Offense set on first down.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes the catch. It's Lester. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And now on second down for this offense. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Going up top. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Wildcats line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Lost, the defense is wide open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. LSU quick to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Tigers are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Got it in the middle. It's Lester.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lester. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just... This drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He slings it deep to the left. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. LSU now operating in the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Complete to the left. Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
But no doubt about it, there were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. This time he's got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They'll try to sneak it. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. You will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The play action fake. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown LSU.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Going up top on 1st down. He's looking deep. Snags it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Lester.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. He caught it.
And that play is going to... This offense, you got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
Marches ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going. Want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. This is a 3rd and long. Open space at the 25. And he motored. So, touchdown by Bengals. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a... feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put one. Put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much. He stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Buying some time. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll pull it down and run. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down. Not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in back...
He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come.
He lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. Touchdown, Wildcats! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Complete to start this drive. Makes the catch and knocked down. LSU right back to the line. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Kentucky sends the offense back. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.